It's recording.
Mm-hmm.
Hello. Welcome to another segment of
Pandora's Box with Kenya and Kay. This is our second episode. Originally, we were supposed to be in a conference room, but us was in there, so me and my mom couldn't go in there. And by us know who I mean when I say us. Yeah, anyway.
somebody was in the conference room.
We had reserved the conference room, and somebody in there, and they shouldn't be in there. So we had to come in our office. As you might see in the background, we have a couple of posters here. One of them is from a play that we did last year, the first Legacy Showcase, which was called Rated PG, because it was rated PG for parental. Well, parental guidance was suggested. It was only for a particular age group. And then over here is the poster for the book that I wrote, To Bread with Love.
Yes.
About my, kind of a memoir / narrative about my life and my goddaughter. Like I said in episode 1, was on her way to college, and I wanted to originally write a letter to her about becoming a woman, going from that transitional stage from girl to woman. But as it ended up, I had so much I had to get off my chest, and I didn't even know it became a full-fledged book. So it's in here somewhere. I don't know.
Oh, right down there.
Oh, excuse me. Okay.
Presenting.
This is the book here. Is it thick? Yes. And I tell people I had so much. There's nobody to do a close-up of the book, so I had to do like this. There it is. Okay. I had no one to, pregnant brain.
Yeah. We have no one filming but ourselves.
Thank you. So,
That's what she's trying.
unless I got up and did this, which I could.
Yes, you can.
There it is.
Please purchase. Tell them how they can purchase To Bread with Love, Kenya.
You can go on our website, the Legacy Theater Prod, PRODCOM.net, or you can go to Amazon.com and purchase it. It's on sale at both places for only a small fee. As thick as this book is, I think on Amazon it's either $14 or $16. I forgot, but I was selling them for $12. So if you go on the website, you can get this whole book for $12. Chock full of information about womanhood, sex, men, love.
About Kenya only. It's just dedicated to my great
It's not about my goddaughter. It's just me giving her life lessons that I've learned over the over the years. I got on the strapless bra.
And I don't have my good one today, if you notice. But just ourselves today. It's a kind of rainy, lazy day. But we wanted to come into your living room and hopefully entertain you for about 15 minutes. But we first wanted to promote Kenya's book.
My mom wanted to promote it. I thought it was a little ostentatious.
I thought I wanted to promote it because that's my daughter. And she put her heart and soul into this book. So
yes,
if you're interested, buy it. If you're not, that's on you. But if you have a daughter, maybe you should buy it for your daughter.
Yes.
Because it's trials and tribulations. But Kenya in Pfeiffer Jones.
And stuff that I've gone through, which, I couldn't make this stuff up. One of the incidents I talk about in the book is being over a guy friend's house, and that's all he was a guy friend. And this fool's I guess she was his girlfriend, but she came to the door and tried to jump on me after he let her in. And did I run or did I fight her? Did I end up in jail that night? You have to read it and find out.
But anyway, like we said, welcome to another segment of Pandora's Box, where we reach into the box and hopefully get something into your mind.
Yes.
Hopefully you'll take something away from our show. If you don't, then that's on you too.
Yes, that's fine.
Because we don't claim to be experts only in what we've experienced ourselves.
Exactly.
We're not a Dr. Phil or Oprah. We're just ourselves. And then if you're interested, just tune in to. And how can they tune in, Kenya, before we get started?
On YouTube. Which, if you're watching this, that means it's on YouTube.
Yeah.
Or on our Facebook page. Well, on my husband and I's Facebook page.
Which is?
I'm not saying because that's our personal Facebook page. But you can also view it on the Legacy Theater's Facebook page.
Yeah, but pull up YouTube, Pandora's Box with Kenya and Kay.
Yes.
All right. So we're just taking a few minutes out of your day today. If you're like me, it's a lazy day for you.
It's hot. I'm sweating. It's hot in this office. It feel like hell, but we're going to keep it on.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll get to you. So we're going to reach down into the box.
Yes. And thanks for everybody who submitted questions to Pandora's Box email. Again, that email address is pandorasboxkk@outlook.com. Pandora's Box KK, the initials K for Kenya, K for K, at outlook.com. So thank you for those who have submitted suggestions and questions. We thoroughly appreciate it.
And if you haven't and you think of some, just send them on in. And if you don't, we're going to continue to think of our own.
That's exactly
So
right.
reaching right
God
down
knows.
into the box.
What do we have today, Miss K?
Pandora's box. Pandora's box.
Pandora's Box.
All
What
right.
lies beneath the veil of Pandora's Box?
Today, let's see. Put that down for my daughter.
Excuse me.
Oh boy. Okay. Today it is self-esteem.
Self-esteem. What can we say about self-esteem? It takes a long time to establish. I will say that.
Yes, it does. And at 59, it still may not be established in some. But in me, I must say that it is. And in my opinion, self-esteem, I think, first starts with your family. You either have it or you don't. Or you learn it or you don't from your family. What do you think?
What do you mean?
I think, but you may not understand what I mean because you're only child.
You mean how you were raised?
With you,
And
with
how your
other,
family made you feel?
that's
about
exactly right.
Okay.
And with
Well,
other
yeah,
kids.
I agree.
Your brothers and your sisters.
Sometimes your relationships make or break your self-esteem too.
That's also
We can talk
right.
about that later.
That's also right.
God knows. Woo!
But with self-esteem, with any individual, like my daughter said, it takes a long time to establish self-esteem.
It does.
I think it's what you go through in life, and your ups and your downs and your trials and your tribulations will challenge, as with anything, your self-esteem.
And I think also, particularly being, not that people of other ethnic groups, because they definitely do, you know, Caucasians with blonde hair and brown hair, or, you know, even I heard in Asian communities, light skin and dark skin, just like in the black community, is a big deal. But definitely as an African American woman, I can only speak from my perspective, you know, just dealing with not having the long hair and not being born with the hair going down your back or wavy hair, this hair, good hair, which is what we call it. I actually went natural. I think it may have been the year I got married or the year before I got married, 2009. So I've been natural for 4 years. And I wanted to go back to the creamy crack so bad, which they call perm, because it was just so much more manageable. And having, which I have my natural hair in today, you know, depending upon how I'm feeling, you might see me like you did last time with long hair. You might see me with my hair. You might see me with kinky hair. You might see me with straight hair. But that's the artist in me. That doesn't have anything to do with my self-esteem. I just get bored very, very easily. So I like to switch it up. And it keeps things interesting at home too.
Well, I cut mine when I was 40, and I'm now 59, and I've not looked back.
And what do people ask you when you first cut your hair?
They asked me, what did your husband say when you cut your hair? I said, I didn't ask him.
That's it. There you go.
And I get a lot of compliments with my hair like this. But like I said, it was with anything. Trials and tribulations will come up, and you'll question yourself. And I think questioning yourself is a part of your self-esteem.
Especially
when you
as
question
a woman.
yourself.
Because in this climate, let's be honest, I talked to my husband about this the only day. The only way that a lot of women are deemed beautiful is by how much they weigh, what their skin look like, what kind of hair they got, how big their butt is, how big their breasts are. Like there was this big brouhaha on the internet a few days ago because Kim Kardashian has lost a lot of her baby weight, and she took a picture of herself, which I didn't have no problem with it. I personally could care less because I don't look at her and go, God, she just had a baby a few months ago and she's already skinny. Kim Kardashian's body is hers and mine is mine. Like, for instance, I haven't felt more attractive or more sexy or sexual since I got pregnant. I looked at my stretch marks and my belly today and I said, I feel so beautiful. Now, a lot of people might look at that and be like, what? How can you feel beautiful? I have been skinny. I have been juicy. And now I'm pregnant. So I have had been on both sides of the spectrum. I had less self-esteem when I was skinny than I have since I've been plus size. And that's the honest to goodness truth. I look at pictures of myself now when I was young, and I'm like, God, I was so pretty, and I didn't even know it. And now it's just like, I don't look anything like that anymore. I'm probably not going to look like that anymore, and I'm cool with that. After I have this baby, I'm going to have the battle scars of motherhood, which is stretch marks. I have cellulite. I have everything every other woman has, but you know what? It doesn't make or break me. Long time ago, I used to think it was the most awful thing in the world. The other day I walked by the mirror, I saw a dimple in my butt. I'm just keeping it real. And my husband probably be like, TMI. But seriously, I was like, ugh. But then I quickly got over it because you know what?
You have to quickly get over it.
It's a part of life. It don't make me or break me. It don't make me less sexy or attractive than any woman in Hollywood walking down any red carpet. Trust and daggone believe. I don't feel like I have to measure up to a certain standard. And as a woman, I'm doing a lot of talking because,
Go ahead.
with me wanting to be in the business as far as acting and writing and filmmaking, of course you run into that pressure of all these women. When Jessica Simpson gained weight with her first baby, it was this big brouhaha about, you know what I'm saying, how big she got, how quick was she gonna lose the weight. Beyonce, Kim Kardashian, like I said, these are women. They are human beings.
And they are themselves.
Just like everybody else.
Yeah.
But they also have trainers and they also have money. And I don't know if any of them have had surgery, but if you got the money and the tools to get all of that done, of course you're going to look good in 2 months or even 4 weeks after you have a baby. I'm taking my damn time and enjoying my pregnancy and enjoying my body as it is. And however long it takes me to lose weight after my beautiful son is born, which is what it's really about. It's not about how much I weigh. It's not about what my body looks like. I'm having a baby. There's a lot of women that can't have babies. So why am I going to spend most of my time pregnant obsessing over how big I'm getting when I'm bringing this miracle into the world? So you have to really put things into perspective and push your ego to the side. I'm
On
done
the other hand,
for now.
I was a 3 before I had Kenya and stayed small long years
My mama
after
was
I
a
had
fox.
Kenya.
She still was a
But
fox.
as fate would have it, as you can see, I'm a plus but very good looking woman. At 59, I must say. Do I feel good every day? No. Because I may go in for a 2X and I put that thing on and I'm going up because my weight, if you know me, comes right here in the middle. Which it could just fall over the side of this chair, but thank God it doesn't. So I have to deal with that. So like I say again, self-esteem, it comes from within. It starts with family. In a family of 4, like where I came from, sometimes your self-esteem, mine would be questioned. Maybe I didn't say something like my sister did or my parents unknowingly, because I had wonderful parents. God love them and God rest their soul. Made me feel that maybe you like my sister better than me, and that kind of challenged my self-esteem. And then
My mama had light-skinned sister too.
Yes, I did.
Did you go through any issues with her being light-skinned and you being dark?
I don't think that I did. I don't think that was the issue. But like I said, I think in a family of more than 2, Kenya's an only child with 2 or more.
Well,
Sometimes you be thinking, you know, if you're a middle child. But I was next to the oldest. Some days you just go through that with your parents, but they don't put you through that intentionally. And then you grow up from your kid, and then you become a woman, and then you meet a man, and that's quickly when your self-esteem is questioned. But if you're with a man as long as I've been in 40 years, you learn yourself, you learn to love yourself, and it's all about loving yourself anyway, self-esteem. But it's a battle. It's a battle as with anything else. But people, men, women, children, trust me, you will get there. You have to get there. When you realize your self-worth in life is when your self-esteem becomes stable. Not to say that something won't knock you to the left or to the right that may question it from time to time, but life helps you with your self-esteem. And just know that and stand strong and just keep on keeping on. And your self-esteem will get better. Just love yourself, as I know I do.
I never went through those issues that my mom did. I do have a half brother. He's my brother. I don't like that half mess, you know what I'm saying? But he's on my dad's side, so I'm my mother's only child. My main thing was always, my self-esteem was determined by pop culture, which I just talked about, and by the relationships I was in. Honestly, my self-esteem had always been stronger when I was single, because I didn't have anybody around making me feel like less than because he didn't tell me I was pretty today, or because he didn't say I love you, or because I saw him looking at another woman. Does he want to get with her? Does he like me? Is he going to leave me for her? Da, 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 da. I didn't have all those issues when I was single. So every time I got in a relationship, before I knew better and before I got further in my marriage with my husband, it's almost like I felt like I had to, not with my husband, definitely before, reinvent myself to whatever standard that this man liked. I had an ex-boyfriend who would always inadvertently, but on purpose, compare me to other women. I would, whether it be women on the television or some woman walking down the street, he would purposely stare at them and make comments to make me feel small. Or if we went to the movies and it was a pretty actress in the movie, he would make a comment about her body or something like that. He knew what he was doing. The funny thing was, when we got together, he couldn't stop telling me how wonderful I was. But once he saw that I was overexerting myself trying to please him, then he did everything he could to break me down. And one thing I do want to say, ladies, that when a man knows, I say a man is less than a man, because a real man won't make you feel like that.
Exactly.
When he knows that you feel low about yourself, or that you love him so much you're willing to do almost anything or anything under the sun to please him, he will break you down at every turn and make you feel like you're smaller than the smallest insect on the face of the earth, just to keep you under control. So it's really important to realize and to know your self-worth and your value as a woman, because there's nobody else on earth like you. Right. Nobody. Like they always say, sorry, my was I think it was Chris Rock to say something about old I'm gonna call it pie. Old pie versus new pie. Just remember, what's old to him is new to somebody else. So your stuff is always good, even if he make you feel like it's not. You know what I'm saying?
Talking about?
You're for JJ.
On television?
Mama, we not on television. We on...
Oh, YouTube. Forgive us.
People all over the internet twerking and talking about sex.
Well, see, I'm not computer literate, so what? Go ahead with yourself, baby.
I'm not saying that. I'm not trying to take that out of context. Basically, what I'm saying is, you can't sex your way or freak your way to a ring, a proposal, or a marriage.
You really can't.
And if that's why he's marrying you, then it's not about you. It's about what you got between your legs. But please understand, that was a freak born 5 minutes after you. So,
and not to knock men. Men, we're not knocking you, because it comes from the ladies also.
Men that
I used to run into
try to make women feel smaller than what they are.
Right.
That's
I used to run into a friend of my mom's all the time. Oh my God, you've gotten so fat. Well, if you know me, like I said again, my mama raised me to respect my elders, but
I hear it all
3
the time.
strikes you out. I had to cut her down, people, and I cut her down in a respectful way. And now you couldn't drag it out of her mouth. Now don't try to cut me down to make yourself look better.
Hello.
Because when you get a certain age, if you haven't cut your hair like me,
or
you growing that old long hair you got. That's what I had to tell her. That don't make you look young. And this is the last time, absolutely the last time, you will come at me with those words. So she hadn't sense, and we see, I guess she don't have much to say, since I wouldn't let her say that. But I said that to say that women do it to women too.
God knows.
It's a fight, people.
It's
a battle, women. Every day to be yourself.
It is.
Self-esteem is all in being yourself. Find something you love, hang in there with it, regardless of what your man say, your family and friends say. If it's something you love, and your self-worth is all that's important to you. It's all in how you feel about your damn self.
Hello.
That's all. And it takes a while. You're not born with that, and if you are, you're broken very quickly by society.
You're not going to feel good.
So find something you like.
You're not going to feel good about yourself every day. What I focus on with me is what my talents. I spent so many years comparing myself, like I said, to other women. I don't look like this. I can't sing like her. I want to be a model like her. I can't do... Look, I'm a plus-size African-American woman that's almost 40. The chances of me playing the it girl or the girl that gets the guy are slim to none. So you know what I started doing? I started writing my own stuff. And I started casting myself as the ingenue and as the main chick and as the girl that gets the guy and all this other stuff, because it happens every day all over the world. Please believe it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't look for other people to make or break me. If Hollywood not going to give me opportunity, guess what? I give it to myself. Because you're a big girl doesn't mean you have to always play the girlfriend or the comic relief. And by girlfriend, I mean the skinny girl's best friend, or the comic relief, or the walking into the room, commanding the stage and all this stuff,
right.
Being this big brass personality because, you know, we big girls, we loud and we proud and in charge. No. You know what I mean? So for me, my self-esteem outside of becoming pregnant really came from me just realizing the talents that God gave me and utilizing them. And then I realized I don't want to be like this chick. I don't want to be like that chick because they can't do what I can do. And so you have to find within yourself what your gift is and what you're great at, and let that fuel you into becoming a better you, and let that make you feel beautiful, because there's nothing more beautiful than a woman that knows who she is, knows what she wants, and is not afraid. Just drop my earring.
Yeah.
And is not afraid to go after it. So that being said, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in a minute. Hi everybody, Kenya Pfeiffer Jones here. So you may be asking yourself, why should I purchase To Brew with Love? What is it about this book that's so different than any other book out there? Well, I'll give you 7 good reasons why you should purchase this book. It's inspirational. Wait a minute, what is it? Here it is. Okay. Hi. So, here it is. Hi. It's juicy. Number 5, it's inspirational. And number 7, I don't know, I might need to read these in order. Hi everybody. It's juicy, and I mean juicy. 5, it's conversational. 6, okay, let's start over. What is it about this book that makes me This is not some type of research I've done over the years. It's not a whole bunch of strangers that I've gathered together and asked questions about their personal lives and put everything together in one big mix of different experiences from different people that have absolutely nothing to do with my own. So therefore, everything in the book is 150% about me. It's my personal story. It's things that I've learned along the way. It's heartfelt. It's heartwarming. It's truthful, it's conversational. And, I'm not very good at memorizing things these days, you know, pregnant and all. Conversational, 7. Truthful, and oh God, did I miss one? But it's not written in a way that's, I guess, impersonal. It's very personal to me. It's very deep. It's my own personal story. And it's, 7 is truthful. And is that 7? Or was that 8? I don't, you know what? I think I miscounted. There are some sad things, some happy things, some sexy things, some not so sexy things, but it's all me. 100% me. That it's a very long and very thick book. Well, 50 Shades of Grey was thick and long. Harry Potter was thick and long. Nobody complained about those. And they weren't even real. Everything that you read about in my book is all real, all me, 100% authentic. It comes from the heart. It's my own personal journey, lessons that I've learned, things that I've experienced when it comes to men, love, sex, relationships, self-esteem, depression. I talk about it all in this book. Panic attacks, things that I dealt with as a child, and you know, it's all me. There's nothing made up or phony or superficial about it at all. Number 1. It's informative. 2, it's compelling. 3, it's insightful. 4, it's inspirational. 5, it's confessional. 6, it's conversational. And 7, because it's truthful. And the most important reason of all, because I wrote it. Duh. And who am I, you may ask? You'll soon find out. To Brew with Love by Kenya M. Pfeiffer Jones, on sale now.